Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Could Be Worse. My name is Tyler. This is Dom.
What's good? What's good?
We are back from our 2-week hiatus. I was down in Austin at the film festival. Dom, you were cabin in the woods, correct?
Yeah, I was doing, substances in the deep woods.
Where was the cabin at?
It was upstate New York, Finger Lakes.
Finger Lakes, okay.
Yeah.
Just like high school friends, college friends, something like that?
Yeah, just college friends, renting a Airbnb or a Verbo, I should say.
I feel like I did a non-Airbnb rental in Austin. I did it was called Sonder or something like that.
Sure.
I liked it better. I'm souring on Airbnb a little bit.
I think, these guys try a little harder. I had no issues with the place. They did just have a new hot tub that they didn't let us use. That was the one thing.
What I don't like about Airbnb is they get a little cute with it. You ever notice that? They get a little bit cute where they go you'll show up and you're looking for the Wi-Fi password and they'll have a little note there of the password's whatever, but don't spend too much time on your devices,
Right.
Enjoy all the great. And it's fuck you. I'm paying you the money. I'll sit here and beat off to internet porn for 48 hours straight if I want to.
I'm going to defile your residence.
I'm going to come on every surface in sight just to spite you.
Don't check the VCR.
Yeah.
I wouldn't check the VCR.
Come in there too. Surprise.
Nope, it's not Aladdin. It's cum.
It's cum. Yeah, and they do too, they always they write you a little note on Airbnb.
A little too live, laugh,
Yeah.
live.
They'll do that we hope you have a rootin' tootin' time and I hope our home is warm and it's fuck you. That's what I like about a hotel is the place I went in Austin, this company Sonder, it's a very hotel-like experience. It's very cold and unpersonable where you just walk in, there's the little, soaps or whatever arranged.
Yeah.
They have the little welcome package or whatever. And I don't know who owned the place. I don't have to see pictures of their family on. It's a little too cozy. I was talking to somebody at the film festival and they're
Their grandma isn't still in the kitchen, just cooking.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody at the film festival and they're what I like about Airbnb is that you really feel like you're living in somebody else's home. And it's what about that experience is even remotely pleasurable?
I mean, in my own experience, nothing is less comfortable than sleeping at someone else's house.
You feel like you're imposing. It's a very uncomfortable feeling.
You don't know where to sit. Is this a sitting chair? Is this a a cat chair? Is this a looking chair? What is this?
Yeah, I guess I'll just come on it to be sure. No, but
just to be safe, I'm gonna come on the ottoman.
Right. It's I don't. This is what I do when I'm nervous. I know it's a nervous habit.
It's a tick.
Yeah, but the VRBO, that's what my mom always uses when we travel. I like those better. That's a good move.
When you rent these, do you ever do anything cute in return? Because my friends, there were some female friends on this trip, so there was a bit of civility in this. We cleaned and cooked and things.
Yeah.
And they left a bottle.
I'm just gonna toss this back to you.
Yeah.
Do you think it's at all a stupid question to ask me if I did something cute before I left?
Or did you only, instead of a bottle of wine, like you said, it was just cum? You just left cum.
Actually, no, I take that back. I did do something cute.
A nice house white.
The first night I was there, I bought a bottle of Bombay Sapphire gin and drank maybe a third of it before even leaving to go to the actual party where they were serving alcohol.
Yeah.
And just got so fucking hammered that I puked 2 times the next morning. Woke up, was I don't feel so good. Puked, laid back down. Oh, I feel so much better.
Yeah.
Took a sip of water, was oh, no, we're not done yet.
Nope.
Back to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I couldn't drink gin. Yeah, I couldn't drink gin the rest of the trip because you get that kind of PTSD for a couple of days when you puke off a liquor.
Yeah.
So I left the 2/3 bottle full of gin on the counter with a sticky note that said "drink me" and a smiley face. So I guess I did do something cute.
You literally did something cute.
I did something cute. I guess you know me better than I know myself.
You even put the
You know
note.
me better than I know myself. Is it? I guess I apologize for saying that was a stupid question. It was, but you were right.
Yeah, me and my friends, they left a bottle of wine, and I think we lost a bag of weed somewhere in their house.
Well, hey,
So those are parting gifts.
couple Percocet in the couch cushions. It's finders keepers. Make somebody's day.
A few loose, mushy caps laying around.
Yeah. Is that what you guys did? Some mushrooms?
Yeah, a little fungus. It was a very heartwarming experience.
Was it one? I don't like that. No.
It was one of those. It was not like
I just got visceral discomfort.
I saw a midget, dude. I saw a midget, bro. Like, it wasn't one of those.
Yeah, I don't like the whole like. You just mean so much to me. You're like a brother to me, and I just want to thank you for being a part. That doesn't do it for me. It makes me, hearing you talk about it makes me like viscerally ill. It's like when I walk through during Christmas time, when I walk through a neighborhood,
Yeah.
and I see like a lot of like Christmas lights up and like families like huddled around a tree, and it's like it makes me nauseous. I'm like, oh God, what is that?
Yeah, that's a bit of an over exaggeration. We didn't, wear matching Snuggies, but it felt like an adult trip for the first time, and it was a little weird. So I had to do psychedelics to,
Right.
ignore that fact.
I do everything in my power to stuff that feeling back down wherever the fuck it came from. Just jam it down because I don't like it. And I had a good childhood, and my parents are listening to this being like, where did I go wrong? I don't know, to be honest. You did a pretty good job.
Sometimes they go astray once you let them go. That's just...
Well, the thing is, I was born with the umbilical cord or whatever wrapped around my neck. I came out blue, and I think those first like couple minutes without oxygen, some part of my brain didn't develop right. Now I am.
You were born with...
If I had come out normal, I would be like an engineer or something right now. But
Damn, you were born getting choked out?
yeah, I was born getting choked out, and so that's how I come now. No, kidding.
No, honestly, you're probably one of those guys, and you don't even know it.
Maybe.
Just because of that, from that.
No, I think it just made me like a teensy tiny bit retarded. And so now I think
that's probably more likely.
Right now I just think that doing a podcast is a good idea, and I'm still boring in bed. I don't think it like
I still just blink at women. I don't know how to.
Yeah, I don't think it like secretly made me like a porn star, and I just haven't tapped into my sexuality. I don't think I'm one of those people,
You didn't get the low IQ meat stick, huh?
No, and I'm so jealous. Have you ever seen two just fucking retards in love? Like just two stupid motherfuckers who just have the best relationship of all time.
Yeah.
Because it's like they don't know. They're not thinking about this feeling of why do I feel this way about this person? What is this feeling? How do I handle it?
Yeah.
They're just like, it makes me happy when I put my cock in this hole, and so that's what I'm going to do for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
Until one of us fucking dies in the recliners next to each other. And it's like they never think, they just act on impulse, and they just have this like lizard-like feeling.
Yeah.
And they never think about it. They don't look that gift horse in the mouth. It's beautiful. Dumb love is one of the most beautiful things in the world.
It does work. It's one of the few loves that lasts.
Yeah. You never think that the questions never pop into your head like, can I do better? Is this all that's out there for me? Never even crosses your mind. You just go, feels good when I do this, so I keep doing it. And like that carries you through like an entire marriage, 3 kids, and retirement, and you're happy the whole time.
Yeah. 2 people with, shitty sex and master's degrees, that shit's getting divorced in an instant.
Oh yeah.
Two GEDs with a big old dick, they're gonna be happy for 80 years.
And it's always big. It's huge.
It's huge.
It's always just some dumb motherfucker with a huge cock and some pretty blonde girl with giant titties.
It's always huge. It like changes thicknesses 3 times throughout.
Right. He's got more sperm cells than brain cells, but that's why it works. It's because like
it's got a helmet on it at the
Right. He never had to worry about a thesis or a dissertation or anything like that. That was never part of his life. It was just like
he doesn't know what sexual manipulation means.
He can't spell manipulation. That's manipulation. 5 syllables?
My
No.
nips. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's not going off about gaslighting and all that. They don't know how to use a computer. You know what I mean? They go, oh, the YouTube. Yeah, I sometimes we watch the funny videos on YouTube. It's like that's as far, like there's the cat videos or whatever, you know? They're not on Twitter arguing about like neo-fascism or whatever. That doesn't even compute with their brain. They're just like, the game's on. Cool. Honey, come here. Bring the Bud Light and the game's on. Oh, she made the 4-layer dip.
Yeah.
She made the 4-layer dip. This is why I love this woman. And that's as far as it ever goes. And it's as far as it ever should go.
It's beautiful. It really is beautiful.
It's beautiful. You ever seen two dogs fuck?
Yeah.
They're not worrying about, does this mean something? You know, do we get breakfast in the morning? They're not like, do I get her kibble in the morning? That's not what they're thinking. They're just thinking, I want to come.
Do you want us to speak to her parents after this?
Right. So we should all take, I don't know.
Take notes.
We should all take a page out of dumb people's. Everyone's trying to be smart now. It's not the move. Be dumb. You'll be happier.
I think I'm slowly just committing to being dumb.
Yeah. Well, you got the genetics.
Yeah.
You're what we call a prospect, okay? Sometimes I catch you thinking, and I don't like that. I don't like that for you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's taking you in a good direction. When I see you just like 19 bong rips deep, and I'm talking to you on the phone, and I can hear the PlayStation sticks clicking in the background, and every like 30 seconds you just go, yeah. I'm like, he's probably really happy right now. There's just nothing going through.
The minute I start thinking too hard, you can just hear sauerkraut frying somewhere. You can just smell it.
Yeah. It's not good. That's like the happiest I've ever seen you. Was when you came out to Denver to visit.
Oh yeah.
We drank a bunch of absinthe, and then we put the pixie stick edibles in the absinthe.
Yeah. We
and
drugged
just,
ourselves.
Like, all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to that View House, that bar with like those swings outside.
Yeah, big old tire swings or whatever.
Yeah, you were laying in one of those like tire swings, just fucked up off edibles and absinthe, smoking an American Spirit menthol, and just staring up into the moonlight. And I just saw like this immense peace wash over you. It was just this like, man.
I remember that feeling. I've bottled up that feeling and tucked it away. I do remember being like, wow.
Right.
What's this? Is this life?
Yeah. True, authentic happiness. Now, it was almost entirely fueled by chemicals.
Like 3 or 4 different chemicals.
It still counts, you know?
It does.
I don't think there should be an asterisk for that.
And if anyone tells you it doesn't count, they're just a hater.
Yeah. Your sponsor tells you he's a hater. Your sponsor's a hater. Your family.
Shut up.
Your rehab counselor. They're all haters. Relapse. It's fun.
Yeah.
Don't actually. If you're listening to this, like a pill bottle in your hand, I don't need that on my conscience.
This is all for show. We're just two very sad men speaking.
Yeah.
Don't take it seriously.
Right. That's the biggest mistake you could do is take anything we say seriously. We don't even believe most of what we say. It's just kind of...
I say things and I'm like, wow, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
No. But then I go, but it was kind of funny. And then that sort of...
It was kind of funny.
That fixes it. That really does kind of...
Yeah.
But what else has happened to you in our 2-week hiatus? Anything fun, interesting, crazy?
I did go to New York to visit some friends.
New York City.
But I had a bit of an experience. I had to walk like at least 15 blocks because I got off on like a wrong stop on the subway.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to walk like a very long time through Chinatown.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like never been more confused. I took some edibles before, of course. And I was just meeting them at some bar that I've never been to.
Yeah.
So I just like trek it through the entire city, like scared out of my mind. Not really.
Yeah.
But I saw so many sus characters just in the middle of broad daylight.
I've heard New York's getting a little gnarly. Is that true?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Is it gritty?
A little bit. I think it's coming back to, I guess, what it was.
It goes in cycles. I think, like, it feels like the end of the world right now, but I feel like in like 20 years, we're going to be like coked out in a penthouse somewhere being like, the world is great. America, woo! Like there'll be a 1980s, but like
It'll come back.
yeah, it goes in cycles. I feel like right now we're like, because there was like gas lines and stuff during the Carter administration.
Right.
I don't know. I talked to my parents and they're like, yeah, this happens like every 20 years. It feels like the end. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, I was kind of complaining. I was kind of ranting to we're gonna venture off, but I was talking to my mom. I was like complaining to her about like how the economy is gonna crash and like like a degree means nothing and debt. Everyone's in debt. Everyone's living in their parents' house.
Yeah.
Everyone's got depression. She's like, yeah, shit's always sucked. She said this to me, like very matter of factly. She's like, things have always sucked.
Well, she's lived through like communist subjugation in Poland, right?
Yeah. Well, she's seen things worse, I guess. Yeah,
She's like, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's gonna get way worse before it gets better.
But she's like, yeah, shit has always sucked. She's like, you remember 9/11? Everyone thought that was the end of the world. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Are we just bitching? I was like, fuck. Do I need to get a job? Wait, what are you saying? You're saying I need to get a job?
It is though, like, I feel like every time it cycles, it gets a little bit more intense,
Yeah.
If it comes in waves and it's like, this low is lower than a lot of other lows, which maybe the next high is going to be like a crazy, like manic high.
Yeah.
And then the country just collapses after that. That'd be kind of cool if it just went down, 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 way, way, way up. And then we like
Yeah.
kind of like burned out or whatever. I don't know. Is that how it works? I'm not an economist.
Yeah, I mean, every civilization that's ever few of them last this long.
Right.
To be like at the top.
We're in extra innings, definitely.
Yeah, we are definitely an OT, and it's not looking good.
But yeah, I was gonna say I love. You were saying you were walking around the city on edibles.
Yeah,
rocks. Love doing that. Anytime I travel somewhere,
it is just extra fun to see what you run into.
Yeah,
everything's just a little like extra. You see like the weirdness a little more. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
It
is kind of a strange kind of like psychedelic experience of like, especially Chinatown,
where it was just like everyone pretty much was Asian and just screaming in languages I don't know.
Really?
It was
Chinatown?
Very much like what you would think Chinatown is like. It's exactly like that's exactly what it felt like.
It's almost like they named it that for a reason. My whole life, I thought they just all happened to live there. I was like, isn't it a crazy coincidence that all the Chinese people happen to live in Chinatown? That's nuts, right?
Yeah.
Turns out, it was kind of a chicken and the egg situation. I had the whole thing backwards there, but
yeah. But then when I finally met my friends, apparently every single place now you have to have your vaccine card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I've never encountered this yet. Like all of COVID, I have not been asked for my vaccine card except to, I think, fly once.
To fly?
No, a concert. Sorry.
Yeah. I had to do for the festival. Yeah, for the film festival, I had to show my card, and they gave me like a wristband. As long as I had the wristband, I didn't have to show it.
Yeah, but they didn't even check the name. They just looked at it. Was Philly. They don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
And they just like glanced at it, and it was a rap. Yeah, they don't give a shit. No one was wearing it.
Go Birds.
Yeah.
Next.
But here, like, I tried to trick them. Like, I didn't have a picture of it. I've never been asked for it.
Really?
And our friend Rick sent me a picture of his.
Right.
The waitress, not even close to falling for it, immediately was like, yeah, can I see your ID? This isn't it. Like, gave it back. Like, all right, you gotta go. Like, yeah. So,
and there's no way to explain that one either. There's no way to be like, oh, that's the wrong card.
I go by Ricky. Yeah, no, my legal name's Ricky.
Yeah,
and that's my maiden name.
It's a Polish thing. I don't expect you to understand, but it's racist to not let me in. That's the bottom line here.
It's pretty This is my. You know how you have your kind of name? This is my American name here.
Are you sure you want to kick out a trans immigrant from your restaurant? A trans immigrant who's currently live streaming to Instagram? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this was Donald Trump campaign headquarters. Don't go in there, guys. Bunch of fucking Nazis running that restaurant. Am I right?
Am I right, sisters?
Let's go Biden.
Yeah.
Where's AOC when you need her? You know,
Woo!
right? Socialism. Like, sir, get the fuck out of the restaurant.
All right, I tried.
Gave it my all. You know, swung for the fences. Sometimes you strike out.
Yeah, but
I believe in nothing. I will say whatever gets me what I want.
yeah.
It's like,
What else is going? It's almost booster season upon us. It's gonna be fun to deal with that.
I saw a fucking thing today where they're like, what is fully vaxxed? This article is the headline's like, what is fully vaxxed?
You know, vaccination is a spectrum.
It's approaching it from a philosophical angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
The vaccine binary. Let's examine that. Okay, let's take a moment, sweetie, to examine why you think vaccinated and unvaccinated are the only two options. Why is it a binary for you? Is it because you've been culturally programmed to believe something like that? Is this perhaps a social no, it was San Francisco Chronicle, and they're like, what is vaccinated? For now, you get the one shot, you're fine. But the boosters,
Right.
the political landscape's changing. We don't know. You might have to get the extra jab. And I don't know, dude. Like, I was happy to get the first one. I'm not anti-vax, whatever.
I want to believe in science so badly, man. But something's sus afoot.
But it's not even that, like, I think the government's trying to microchip me. They'll just put it in the Big Macs. We've said this before. Like, I'm not, like, concerned.
Sure, they have other ways.
If they're going to get us, they're going to get us. There's nothing that I can do to stop that. Except, you know, fight the power on my internet radio show. We are the voice of freedom. No, it's just like, dude, that first shot fucked me up. I mean, I was telling you about it. Like,
I was fucked up too. Yeah.
I went on a hallucinogenic, like, vision quest. Now, I did consume a lot of drugs with the vaccine, but it still shouldn't give me like 109-degree fever. I'm like babbling. I think I see Jesus Christ in the corner of my room. He's telling me I need to vote Republican. I don't know why. But
you got to make your dad proud, son.
Yeah. Maybe it was just my dad. I don't know. He's got long hair now. So like I didn't have a good time with the first one. It fucked me up. And like,
it was a bad trip. Everyone
I know that got like the Pfizer, the Moderna, or whatever, got fucked up even more by the second shot. So like,
they all have had COVID like 3 times.
And that's the other thing too. Is my sister like double Pfizer, COVID. I got another writer I know, double Pfizer, COVID.
Yep.
Like a lot of friends and stuff, like double Pfizer, double Moderna, COVID.
Yep.
So it's like, I mean, it's just gonna. I don't know. It's just gonna buy me in the 6 months. What's the deal here? You can't even ask questions about like, so like, what's the deal here? Like, what are the side effects gonna be? How long is it gonna last?
Right.
They just tell you like, it's gonna last forever. You won't feel a thing. No side effects. And you're like, well, I know that's not true. They're like, it's magic.
Yeah.
You'll never get sick again. You're invincible. You could jump off a roof, land in front of a speeding train. You wouldn't even feel it. Wouldn't even phase you.
It's liquid adamantium. Your bones are made of metal now.
You ever seen Superman? That's basically what this does. And you're like, well, I know it's not that. I know it's also probably not.
It works against AIDS too.
But I also know it's probably not like a microchip developed by like George Soros and Bill Gates. I don't think that's what it is either.
No.
Again, it's a situation, truth, somewhere in the middle.
That's too sci-fi. That's just sci-fi nerds getting their boners.
Yeah, that's what I always tell people about. Like, I worked in politics and everyone's like, oh, the corruption. There must be like these backroom deals. Like, the real sin of it all is how fucking boring it is.
Yeah.
There isn't any lizards or child sacrifice temples, and that's the boring part. That'd be cool. They just sit around and talk about how to fuck you over and make money. I don't know, man. I just want to like know what I'm getting myself into. I don't want to take the booster and then like with the first shot have them pull it off the market 2 weeks later and be like, actually, let's take another look at this thing.
That was wild. That this day after you got the Johnson, they were like, oh wait, this will make your brain explode.
They're like, you might have a stroke, but just, you know, if you smell burnt toast anytime in the next 3 weeks, maybe see a doctor. And I was like, is that it? And they go, yeah, that's really the best we could do here.
Yeah.
We also make fentanyl lollipops. Would you like one of those? We can mail you one of those.
This episode's gonna get flagged so hard.
The algorithm already.
We're just shitting.
Zuckerberg has a dartboard with our fucking faces on it in his office. And he just throws darts at it all day. We did the.
I'm sure,
dude. We did the joke about him. What was it? I forget what the bit was, but we did a Facebook joke
Of him like torturing people, yeah.
Yeah. We said whoever spilled
because they spilled coffee on the
right. And we said, oh, like he's probably torturing them. He doesn't have any empathy. Dude, it got like shadow banned on Instagram. I posted it it got like 5 views.
Oh yeah. I couldn't even see it on my own feed.
Right. As soon as I posted it, they're like, nah, fade with that. Don't talk about the Zuck like that, bro. Don't fuck with the Zuck.
But yeah, we just posted today something about like jerking off, and it posted immediately, no problem.
Yeah. That's comes fine. Come talk is no issue. Yeah.
It's funny to see like how it actually does get censored, even at this small ass scale that we're on, you know?
Right. Like we should not be on their radar. Nobody should give a fuck about us at all.
Yeah.
And yet still we have to like, anytime we post something about COVID, anytime we post just about like, haha, like Zuckerberg's like a lizard, they're like, yo, you keep his fucking name out of your mouth, bitch.
Yeah, it's very weird to see at such a small scale. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
It's dystopian, and it's having I don't know. I'm seeing it have like effects of like, you see like people are like self-censoring a lot now.
Yeah.
Where like they'll like put asterisks in bad words, and it's like, didn't we create the internet because like you couldn't swear on TV and radio and it was dumb and stupid and like,
yeah,
I don't know, man.
We'll get to say the F word in the metaverse once Zuck gets that going, I'm sure.
That's true.
In the VR world we're gonna have to living in.
I can't do it, man. I'm going like full cabin in the woods. I'm gonna buy some property in like Idaho or something.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. That's 100% the move.
I can't do it.
100% the move.
I can't even do like dating apps are too far from me, where there's something very dystopian about like just being like, no.
It feels weird. Every conversation on there is like, it's just bizarre.
Yeah.
And half of it's as a joke. Like no one actually wants to meet these people. They just want to fuck with them. Like I have one friend, all she does, she has a Finsta.
That's fun.
And she just harasses men on the internet.
I mean, that's something you couldn't get away with as a guy. If you're like, I have this guy, a friend, a guy, he just goes around just harassing women on the internet. They'd be like, what's his name? We need to arrest him.
And it's not even like, it's like lowbrow shit. She just posted about it. She was like, it was like a guy who's like a fitness instructor. In his bio, and she just texts him, "How about I fitness dick in your mouth?"
Okay, I like this girl.
She just sends that.
She can follow me. She can harass me all day. That sounds hilarious. I'm into this.
No, she sends. I actually do think it's funny. Like she sends like shower pics, but then she'll crop like Alex Jones in the corner, like peeking out of the shower curtain.
Hi, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know
like,
your name. I don't know if you're listening to this, but whoever you are,
you know her. This is someone you've met.
I want to marry you. Can we set a date? What kind of flowers do you like? Chocolate? What do you want? I'll do anything. Yeah. My heart is yours.
This is a certain Delco resident that you've already met.
All right.
Now you got to take it back, you know.
Yeah, and I gotta slough off, you know. Man, dude, that was an emotional roller coaster. I was picturing like, you know, white picket fence, golden retrievers. I was thinking of names for the kids.
And then you found out who it was, and then you're like,
man.
Oh no.
And I know you don't wrap it up, so you know, we'll be standing in the line. Getting the same penicillin prescription, you know, I'll be right behind you in line.
Pharmacy bros?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can be pharmacy bros.
Yeah. Friends that have stinging pee together, stay together? I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere.
All right. We're going to have to cut most of this.
Oh, I'm leaving this in because I do all the work. I do all the editing.
That's true.
And so
that is
I'll burn your social life down. Yeah. I'll delete the take about all my Austin jokes shitting on the screenwriting industry. I'll delete those, but
yeah, take those out.
Yeah, no, I'll burn your life down. Watch your back, buddy.
Love that, man.
Well, I think that's about all the time we have for today. Dom, anything else you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
No, send any Bob and Vagine pics to that could be worse. You know.
We have an email. Dom doesn't do enough work to know that we actually do have an email address for the show. But anyway, follow us on Twitter at the CBW Pod. Visit us online at thecouldbeworspod.com. Email us thecouldbeworspod@gmail.com. It is a real thing. And other than that, we will see you next week.
All right, arrivederci.